feel when falling in love? Hello guys, my name is Svetlana Mucha and I'm a professional matchmaker with 12 years of experience. As a professional licensed matchmaker who works with singles and specializes in international dating, I often tell my clients that it is critically important to be really smart about the criteria you're looking for in your life partner. Because once the feeling will hit you hard, you will lose all the critical thinking. I will try to explain to you what does it mean. What do I mean by saying you have to be smart before you fall in love, and you have to be smart about the criteria you're looking for in your life partner. So often people concentrate too much on chemistry and physical attraction. And of course we all have this picture in our mind what our perfect match should look like. He is 6'2", or she has blue eyes, he is a banker, or she has never been married. And when we meet a person who slightly resembles, usually physically, the person we have in mind, this perfect picture, we don't look any further. We like what we see and we concentrate on this. It is really important to ask yourself, what are your goals for the next 5 years? What are your relationship goals? How do you see yourself in 5 years and 10 years? Do you see yourself officially married? Do you see yourself living in a house or an apartment? Do you see yourself having kids? How many kids and how soon? What are your ideas about gender roles and about money? Do you believe that both a lady and a gentleman should provide for a family? Do you believe in separate banking accounts or in one family account? Or maybe you would like to see your future wife to be a housewife, just like your mother and your sister. These questions are actually vitally important, because once the feelings hit your heart, you will lose the critical thinking. Psychologists say that when we fall in love, we totally lose this critical thinking, because when we feel physical attraction, when we feel loose to our partner, we start to see the world through the pink glasses. We believe that everything is so much better, and we try to imagine that the person in front of us has all these qualities. Okay, your date honestly tells you that she doesn't believe in official marriage, but since you are so strongly physically attracted to her, you believe that your true feelings, your magical love will make her change her mind. Or a lady in front of you tells you that she doesn't want to have more kids, or she doesn't want to have them within the next 5 years. And since you find her so attractive physically, since you believe she is your type because she has blue eyes, blonde hair, and in your mind all gentlemen dream to date someone blonde with blue eyes, so all your friends will be attracted to her, all men will be attracted to her, and since they will find her attractive, they will find you more attractive and more important. Well, and since you like her physically, you believe that of course she will change her mind about having kids. My feelings will make her change her mind. So we lose this critical thinking. Psychologists say that everything seems better when we are in love, just because there is this feeling of novelty. Like every touch feels better, sex feels better, every kiss feels better, because you don't know the person in front of you and you are getting to know her. So all the feelings are new, and this is why they seem to be so special, so vivid. But once this feeling of novelty will start to die, you will start noticing that the lady in front of you is just a human being, and she also has faults, and there are things that you don't like about her. Usually it will take you 4 or 5 months to start noticing things you don't like about the lady in front of you. This is why it is vitally important from the very beginning to focus on your relationship goals and to try to choose a person who actually shares these relationship goals with you. Because once you feel this chemistry, you lose the strong physical attraction, you will stop thinking logically, you will stop thinking in a smart way, and in 5 or 4 months you will just find out that this person is definitely not for you, because your relationship goals are very different. Because, for example, this lady doesn't want to get married officially, or this lady doesn't want to have a job after she got married, and you do not want to have just a housewife in your life. I will share a story really quickly with you. About 5 or 7 years ago, we have been working with 2 gentlemen They were both from the United States, and they both were in the military, and they were friends, and they had decided to travel to Ukraine together. And of course, each of them had a separate matchmaking process, different matchmaking process, and of course they were meeting different ladies, and we have asked them not to discuss the matchmaking process with each other, but they were staying in the same hotel. And despite the fact we have strongly advised them not to stay in different hotels and to concentrate on meeting different ladies, we couldn't stop them from discussing their dates. One of the gentlemen has met a lady whom we will call Victoria, and has given us the feedback after the first date that they have so much in common. They like similar wine, they like similar food, and they have similar dreams, and she is so fun, and she understands his sense of humor. So he has decided to continue dating this lady. So everything went well, but then his friends have started pointing out to him weak points that in his opinion Victoria has. He was telling him that, look, she has to lose a few kilos, she is not that attractive, her legs are not long enough, she has freckles. So he started to persuade him to meet other people. Luckily, we have managed to persuade our client to think with his own head and to trust the judgment of the matchmaker and his own, and not to rely too much on the opinion of his friend. This gentleman ended up marrying Victoria, and they had a baby boy not so long ago. And his friend, he didn't end up dating anyone seriously, because in his opinion all his matches were not good enough for him. One lady, her legs were not long enough, the other was blonde, not blonde enough, and the third lady, her boobs were not the perfect shape, etc., etc. Anyway, the funniest part is after the first gentleman and Victoria had their baby boy, his military friend has contacted us. And he told us that since the matchmaking process with us, he has tried a few other dating companies in the US local, and he has tried online dating, but he was still single. And he told us that this time he will take the matchmaking process more seriously. And then he has mentioned that it was our fault he was still single, because we didn't introduce him to anyone as family-oriented, as sweet and beautiful as Victoria. And all he wanted was a lady like his friend had. So now try to imagine just for 1 second that our first client would have listened to his friend those 5 to 7 years ago and would decide to keep searching someone with longer legs. He would have missed the love of his life. So pretty often when we are looking for this feeling to be in love, we are looking for these pink glasses that will color the world in perfection and will make everything look better, and it will be just in our head. Reality will hit you hard in 4 to 5 months. So from the very beginning it is really important to choose properly the person in whom you will invest all your love. The motto of our company is where you invest your love, you invest your life, and we strongly believe in it, because it will take time to build chemistry. People confused chemistry with first strong physical attraction, and they are craving this strong physical attraction. They believe if they felt it right on the first date that they can build a meaningful, healthy relationship later on. No, if you don't have really much in common with the person in front of you, if your relationship goals do not align, you will end up disappointed after 4 to 5 months. Guys, I hope it was helpful for you, and I hope you have enjoyed the beautiful view behind me. I wish you all only smart dates with wonderful ladies, and don't forget to check if your relationship goals align. With love, Svetlana Mukha for Diolli.com.